Washington, the House passed a $1 trillion bill on Friday night to rebuild the country's aging public works system, fund new climate resilience initiatives and expand access to high-speed internet service, giving final approval to a central plank of President Biden's economic agenda after a day long. But an even larger social safety net and climate change bill was back on hold, with a half dozen moderate to conservative Democrats withholding their votes until a nonpartisan analysis could tally its price tag. For Mr. Biden, passage of the infrastructure bill fulfilled a marquee legislative goal that he had promised to deliver since the early days of his presidency, the largest single investment of federal resources into infrastructure projects in more than a decade, including a substantial effort to fort. Generations from now, people will look back and know this is when America won the economic competition for the 21st century. The White House announced plans for him to speak about the measures at 9:30 a.m. Saturday. The drubbing Democrats took in off-year elections on Tuesday had given new urgency to the president's demand for legislative action. On Friday, Mr. Biden put his credibility on the line, pleading with liberals to end their months-long blockade and send him the public works measure immediately without passage of their priority, the social safety net measure. He backed passage of a rule for debating the social policy bill, called the Build Back Better Act, as a tangible sign that it, too, would soon pass. He urged us to trust him, said Representative Jared Huffman, Democrat of California, but not blindly. At 9 p.m., Mr. Biden made that plea public. I am urging all members to vote for both the rule for consideration of the Build Back Better Act and final passage of the bipartisan infrastructure bill tonight, he wrote. I am confident that during the week of November 15th, the House will pass the Build Back Better Act. He was expected to quickly sign the infrastructure bill into law. It will provide $550 billion in new funds over 10 years to shore up roads, bridges and highways, improve internet access and modernize the nation's power grid. The measure also includes the United States' largest investment to prepare for climate change, $50 billion to help communities grapple with the devastating fires, floods, storms and droughts that scientists say have been worsened by global warming. In a late-night vote that followed a day of near-death experiences for Mr. Biden's agenda, the House passed the infrastructure measure on a 228-206 vote, with 13 Republicans bucking their party leadership and joining all but 6 Democrats in support.